Everyone has been waiting for this. One of the top prospects in the Red Sox farm system, as well as one of the top prospects in all of baseball, is getting his opportunity to come up and play some meaningful baseball for the Boston Red Sox. I'm here to break down Marcelo Mayer's promotion to the big leagues, as well as the severity of the injury to star player third baseman Alex Bregman. We'll break down all of that on this episode of Red Sox Digest. But first, before we get to the news and information, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. It only takes a few seconds, and nearly 90% of you guys watching this video are not currently subscribed. We do appreciate all the love and support, so thank you guys tremendously for everything. But now let's get to it and break down just how substantial this is really going to be, with how Bregman is not only going down with injury, but how Marcelo Mayer is going to get this opportunity, and how this could be massive for the Red Sox going forward. Everyone that knows Red Sox baseball, that is following it, covering it in any capacity, understands how great the Red Sox farm system has been and currently is, with Roman Anthony really being the only guy left down there. Now with Christian Campbell obviously getting the start of this MLB season all the way up until this point at second, as well as anywhere in the outfield. As now Marcelo Mayer, who we saw during spring play phenomenal baseball for this Red Sox team, is now getting promoted and is now getting an opportunity to play on the big stage because of the injury suffered by Alex Bregman to his hamstring. So we'll start with the hamstring and really what's going on with Alex Bregman. So shout out to Rob Bradford on Twitter for keeping us updated with a series of different tweets. The first one coming from yesterday: right quad tightness for Alex Bregman. If you missed it, Bregman hit a shot to left center field. It resulted in a long single, one rounding first base and turning back to first. In retreat from second, he kind of held up, and you kind of saw he was favoring a quad, and in doing so, he was then standing on first, and you could tell there was something wrong. He immediately waved to the dugout, and he was then pinch run for, and he departed from that game where he did not return. Now, immediately following the game, we got a lot of good insight in the idea that it didn't seem like it was really that bad. This quote from Alex Bregman saying, quote, "Actually, it was more positive from what I originally thought." Alex Bregman on his quad said, "Is day-to-day, and we'll have to see how he feels tomorrow." And again, this is immediately following yesterday's game when he originally departed with the hamstring tightness. Now, that wasn't the only thing. Now, Cora would go on to confirm that Bregman has gone for an MRI, which was going to take place today. Now, said woke up feeling worse. Sounds like IL stint, ruled out Devers at third base, didn't rule out Mayer for the call-up. Now, so Bregman yesterday felt okay, said he felt like he has the majority of his strength. This is the exact quote from Nesson on Twitter. Quote, "All my strength is still there, which is good. Actually positive from what I initially thought." And that's Alex Bregman post-game following the injury that he suffered, and really discussing the injury that he did suffer to that hamstring. The Red Sox just tied the game 5-5 against the Orioles in the bottom of the sixth. Narvaez is the guy. I'm just throwing that out there. But again, back to the news. Now, Bregman, with that being said, woke up the following morning, which would be today, went for the MRI, and things didn't feel as great as they did the night prior. So that is where the IL stint and the confident belief in that Bregman will be going to the IL for a certain amount of time, whether it is the 10-day IL, 30, 60, 90, whatever it end up may being, is to be determined. I'm assuming it's probably going to be close to 10 days to 2 weeks. I would not guess it would be any longer. It doesn't seem like it's as substantial as it possibly could be, which we are also thankful for. Alex Bregman has meant the world to this Red Sox team up to this point in the year, not only offensively, but in the sense of leadership and overall experience. He has been phenomenal for this Red Sox organization and has earned every dollar up to this point that he got this past offseason. But in exchange for Alex Bregman being really demoted in a sense to the IL and not being able to be active for this Red Sox team as the starting third baseman, it seems like the Red Sox had to make an answer. They had to make a call. They had to do something in order to fix this problem. With Casas going down at first base and the big question marks being around who is going to play first base, and now Bregman going down at another hot spot, another hot corner position on the diamond, what were the Red Sox really going to do? Yes, they could make a trade. Yes, they could use the versatile infielder players they already have to really move players around, but then they are extremely thin through the rest of their defensive positions. So what do? They go to their stacked farm system and they call up one of the top prospects, not only in their farm system, but in all of baseball, in Marcelo Mayer. Someone, again, like we mentioned earlier in this video, who got a chance during spring training and who played so well during spring, it seemed like he may even get the opportunity to start the year on the MLB level rather than Christian Campbell, who we watched do absolutely nothing offensively during spring, but defensively showed great versatility as well as ability to go out there and possibly be an everyday starter, which it ended up happening, and we should be grateful for. He's a young piece who early in this season was doing both defense and offensive things at a great level and really eclipsing all foresight that we had for him. But as of late, the offensive numbers have greatly diminished. And again, we're going to have to see if he's able to get out of this hole in the next few series or so this Red Sox offense can go back to relying on him at a key position at second base. But for Mayer, I'm citing Natalie Nori. I apologize if I mispronounced her last name. She's on Twitter. The account's there. Go check her out. She went on and presented us with this tweet saying, Woo Sox manager Chad Tracy just telling the media, quote, I sat Marcelo down and said, listen, they called me and they don't want you to play game 2 either. Hard for you to play game 2 here if they want you to play game 2 at Fenway. He started clapping in a big smile. So again, telling him that he won't make the doubleheader for the AAA affiliate in the Woo Sox, and he will have to go to Fenway and play for Boston. So right now, game 1 of this doubleheader for the Boston Red Sox is currently 5-5 going into the top of the 7th against the Baltimore Orioles because of the scheduling over the last few days and the weather in Boston that has caused a bunch of delays and postponed games. They are now playing a doubleheader today. They attempted to play yesterday. It obviously did not work. The Red Sox ended up winning 19-5 in the one game they did play against the Orioles yesterday. The second game then rained out. So 2 scheduled for today, Saturday, May 24th. The game 1 just broke down, currently going on. Game 2 will start later tonight, I believe 7:40 Eastern Standard Time, and Marcelo Mayer will be in the starting lineup for the Red Sox. I'm assuming he will be playing third base, but again, with Trevor Story's versatility as well as Christian Campbell's, we could see Mayer at short, second, or even third base. It's going to be exciting to see how this Red Sox team uses its versatility. We all know that they have a great amount of it. It's something that is brought up on this channel time and time again. And I really hope that Mayer can go out there and make a big splash. Let everyone know that not only is he a great prospect and a great player in AAA and down in the minor leagues, but in the big leagues, on the pro level, he is going to translate and he's going to be an established guy that could be a part of this Red Sox organization for a long, long time coming. Up to this point in the year, he's batting right around 280 in AAA. And if you look at his prospect savant, he's doing things at a very high level. Now it doesn't look like it doesn't look like Roman Anthony or Ronald Acuna's prospect savant, if you will, because again Ronald did have a prospect savant for the last 2 weeks or so when he's been down in the minor leagues, and yes, he did rank in the 100th percentile in every category. But again, Marcelo doesn't look like that, but again, he's not Ronald Acuna. Give Roman some time. Don't expect him to come in this game and go 4 for 4 with a cycle. Allow him to play his game. Don't let him overstress about defensive positioning, and let him just go out there and play his brand of baseball and fit into this Red Sox organization. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I will see you guys on the next video with updates on Alex Bregman's injury and really what the totality of it is in the sense of more detail, because up to this point we don't have an exact timetable, as well as a recap of how the young prospect and Marcelo Mayer actually did in his first game in the big leagues. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one.